Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Late stream today. Because haha, streaming on a weekday is fun. But I just realized raids are gonna come out soon. So I was like, oh shit, I should probably get on some story stuff. So I've been off for a while, and this stream is probably gonna be short because it is a weekday. But basically, I've had a lot of work. And I've been getting home late, and I've never having to sit in queue to do Final Fantasy. It's just pain, generally. And I've been trying to, so that's why I've like been off, because I just didn't feel like sitting in queue for like 3 hours and then maybe just do a 2-hour stream. But luckily today we are in, so when we left off, we got onto the moon, right? We're following Xenos and Fandaniel because they got sent to the moon. Next, and now we have to help the guy up here who was set by Heidelin to seal Zodiac inside the moon. The Watcher. And we have to talk to the faded Amoritine spirits to stop them from preventing him from repairing the things, swords. So yeah, where, when, how long? No, that was easy. Easy speedrun strats. Gotta get to 90, bro. Gotta get to 90. I wanted that ammo. Oh, trust me, that was it ever that? Was it truly so long ago? I want the fucking paladin armor because I am I was about to say I'm gay for armor, but no, I just really I want to be cool. I want to be a cool kid. We were happy, at peace with the star. We nurtured it, helped it grow with our will, our creations. We were the star's beating heart, its life. Every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished as did we. Do you remember? As the whispers die, the final spirit fades. No shadows of time's long lost remain around the drowning brand. What the fuck? An unusually lustrous dog is gazing at you with what seems to be fond anticipation. What? It appears to be waiting for you to follow it. Right click, follow the follow the lustrous dog and try not to fall behind. Oh shit, this is going moderate fast. It is also bruh. Now what is this? I can't oh. Ooh. I was about to say I can't fly, but ooh, this is ooh. Sodi dark. Sodi dank. This is fucking trippy. And now we're here. This is like it's like going through the Tempest right there. Like remember in Shadowbringers when we were going through the Tempest on the underwater area? That shit bangs. Dogs finally regard the spirit that lurks near the brand. We and the star were fulfilled. Wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why? Why did it have to end? Oh, I can't even. I shouldn't be going into spell zone when I'm silent. Go on, beach boy. Tell me your story. The final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled, the grief of unexpected partings. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no not looking at the screen because I am not. I'll say, hey soul, welcome. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation. Welcome to Moonwalker. As the whispers die, the spirit fades, all the silent around the numbing brand. Once again, the lustrous dog is once again staring at you expectantly, and who are you to deny it? Follow and try not to fall behind. Puppy! No. Big mantis boy, big mantis boy. No, big mantis. Manticipation. One giant weep. What the fuck is that? No. Oh shit, it's the moon cactuar! Luna tender. It's a sabotender, but fucking lad. It's taller than me. That's fear. One fear. But, damn. To talk about what's actually the dog sign in regards to shadow that lurks near the brand. There's something I need. I know Soul's in the chat that he's gonna get spoiled by this, but there's something I need to talk about. The fact that the lesser moon Dalamud used to contain Bahamut. It makes so much sense that the actual moon would contain. Well, yeah. That boy, that baby. Our perfection came crumbling down. Such overwhelming despair. In that moment we knew the end was nigh. The faintest glimmer of hope remained. We gave our lives that others may live. We gave ourselves to Zodiac. Zodiac, our Lord and Savior. To forge our world anew. Come, Buster, come. To live and love again. I'm surrounded by a bunch of men. I don't know how to feel about this. Become one with the star. Fill earth and heaven with life. Birth paradise where fear is distant memory. This is... Pardon me, but would you be so kind as to step aside? Emmet. Familiar spirit. Ah, that unmistakable color. The soul of SM. But not the friend I knew, I think. Nevertheless, you are you. So Emmett Selch meant for you to have it. You seem surprised. Why might that be? We meet again, Hythlodaeus. Again, I do believe I have yet had the pleasure. I do not believe I have yet had the pleasure. Hythlodaeus. Emmett Silk created a shade in my likeness, and not only me, but all of Amarod. How very like him. A slave to sentiment even after an eternity. As you may have guessed, I am different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrificed to Zodiac. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. The plans and plots for our resurrection, Heidelin's intervention and Zodiac's and the star's final fate. And then we drifted in a waking dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiac or the future of the star. Nevertheless, in you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe, as Emmett Selk did. Believe in yourself, and all will be well. Is he here? No. They can't already be here, can they? More new arrivals, though. Ah, Fandaniel. That color I know. And another I do not. An unfamiliar but fearsome being. Xenos Gay Galvez. Yay Galvez. I have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I will ensure that the shades hinder you no more. Protect the final brand. Fare you well, my new old friend. To protect the world from devastation. The martyr. The dog growls agitated. Cry havoc and then slip the dog of war. That's you, by the way. We must protect the brand. Come on, boy. The dog nudges you with his nose. You get the feeling it wants you to hop on. Ride the dog. I can't fucking take this. Look at that face. Not just the dog, but also mine. Just, yeah, this is my life. Not the weirdest thing I've done. All right, Xenos, let's do this. Come here and let me touch your titties, respectfully.
In the nick of time to savor the crowning triumph.
They aren't actually going to release the Zodiac, are they?
Arise, Zodiac!
Oh. Oh shit. This might be problematic.
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus, a creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance.
Wait, so because Elidibus is gone, it's just gonna go hammer everything?
Powerful. Oh, so powerful. More so with every passing moment. Such potential. Even in this incomplete state. Still the savior who delivered a world from certain doom.
So, here we stand. You know my intent. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno and dance among the ashes.
What if I consumed
Or
the god?
perhaps you would face me here now.
A lesser but welcome amusement. Yes. A taste to whet the appetite.
Sorry all the moment. But might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief. Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's becoming the heart of Zodiac. He's now melting. He's gonna fuse with Zodiac, just like Elidibus did. And now he's gonna control Zodiac. What the fuck? We are the savior. We are the guardian, the keeper of natural order. We are the martyr, the bestower of new beginnings. We are. Zodiac.
Such lofty aspirations. And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction.
It cannot end this way. We must return and be made whole. We are the will of the star, now and forever. For the greater good, for the sake of the world.
Wrong! Lies and delusion! The dead have no power over me. You will be silent. Silent as the grave!
No more, we beg of you. The star must endure. It will.
Believe and walk in faith. Let the light of your soul shine for all to see.
Familiar stranger.
Not quite the outcome you'd imagined, but a fitting one nonetheless. Don't you think so, Hades?
Was that a Sem? Was that a Sem talking to... Or was that Hythlodeus talking to... Emmett? Woo!
I crave the more boundless power.
Oh, wait. Do we actually get to fight Zodiac?
I had intended to pit my fractured divinity against Xenos, but a more tempting option presents itself. The greatest obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
I invoke the seed of Ascend. The dark inside. Now accessible. And now we wait 30 hours. Never mind. Oh boy, this is the sea of stars, the dark inside. Eternal darkness, Zodiac. I love the Elder Paladin. Is that okay?
Shall bend to my will.
It's not even complete.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
Oh, what the fuck?
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Ah. Let me guess, is that a... Oh, it's a... Is it depending on color, I guess? Or which side it is on?
Malice, become flesh!
Oh, no. I thought it was gonna cast Ecliptic Meteor for a moment. I was genuinely terrified. Love the other paladin. He even asked, like, hey, do you guys want to figure out on your own or want to go blind? Which I honestly respect a lot.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh, that's a lot of stacks. We're not done yet with the stacks. Oh, God. Hi, welcome Dragon Battle to Zodiac. Definitely not spoiling anything there.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
Ah, okay, great. Wait, what now? You mentioned that story. Is that separate?
At last, I am become Zodiac!
He's what now?
The natural order overturned!
It's gonna move around, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna move around.
All in existence, bent to my will!
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
My life's work! My masterpiece!
How are you? I'm pretty good at just vibing, trying not to die. How are you? How are you? Oh.
How I've waited for this day!
Ah, fuck me. Okay, so now it's gonna turn us around. Just follow the people who know things.
All in existence, bent to my will!
I really don't care about my rotation. I fucked it up.
Faithfully recreated.
I also ran out of mana, just as I was gonna go with my super.
From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn. Will you live to see the end?
What the fuck? Well, that was a twist.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
Oh, we already pulled again. Fuck.
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
This is actually a pretty neat fight. For a first one, it's pretty, you know, low level. I love how they start out subtle with like the fight, so it's like a not very super uber mega trial at first, or it's like kind of a, you know, just Zodiac. Definitely not the main villain for the past, what, forever. I get it, sure, let's start off subtle.
Malice become flesh. Will you live to see the end?
Fuck, I need to get my cooldowns up because I keep missing the timing for my dog. I go over here, because I want to not be in line.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
I get complete control and then it goes into the cutscene. Yeah. So someone said in the chat that the sky has safe zones. So I'm assuming it's because like where the stars were.
I am become Zodiac.
Yeah, but you're not really whole Zodiac. You're just kind of like budget Zodiac.
The natural order overturned. All in existence, bent to my will.
No, wait, shit, I'm stupid. I thought that we were turning.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
Now the stars. The platform is always turning not. Yeah, I realize. The middle one and then the side one. Oh,
How I've waited for this day.
fuck me! Not even close. So they're gonna turn that.
All in existence, bent to my will. The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated. From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn. Will you live to
Ooh,
see
penis!
the end?
Oh, there's a lot of fucking... a lot of buffs just got out. And also thanks for the tip that it is only the platform that turns. I really appreciate it. Then the party actually thinks I might know what I'm doing. See, it's becoming- So they're turning the week over.
All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end?
That's the purple one, so that one is a line. Right? That one's just a line. Oh, that's not a line. Oh, that is a line. Yeah, I am smart.
I have no need for restraint.
Try more. I'm just gonna follow the paladin. He knows what he's doing. Oh, penis. Oh, that's bad. They did it, God. The
All
music's
in
pretty.
existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end?
That's a purple one, and it goes forward. No! Fuck me. Come on, I can make the... Yes! Right on move. 1 second left. Fuck me. Nailed it.
Will you live to see the end?
Will I live to see the end? Who knows? Time will tell. But this is the Endwalker after all, so we're walking good. I'll get on, so I'm assuming. No, that's the bad one. One fear. See what you just did? Beat those people out there on the fucking map. One fear. And that's Zodiac.
All in existence, bent to my will.
Oh, I'm just standing in the air. Fuck.
Will you live to see the end?
Wait. No, oh, for a moment I thought he was casting the goddamn fucking super confetti or wombo mega combo thing that we get it in. Woo, penis. Got this. We got this. Flawless, no wipes, absolute pro raid group right here. That's a tank buster. Oh, that one's gonna be spicy. Yeah, that's a triangle, so we have to move up here.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh, that's a different one. Is that a reprop? That's a reprop 3! Let's fucking go. Eat shit and die, bitch!
Is this the limit of your power? Is this how it ends?
Well. Oh, let's go home, kids. We killed God. He's still breathing though. One fear. Leave so I can take goddamn pictures. Goddamn, fine. I'll leave so you can take pictures. Ugh, fine. I guess I'm a little puck. Well done. My preparations are complete, and I stand ready to seal Zodiac once more. Withdraw now from this place. The teleporter will deliver you to safety.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins.
You're welcome.
And played your role to perfection, thus sealing my victory.
The angry eyes.
From the first, all I wanted was for you to kill Zodiac. 'Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. It would have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire. Let your murder mark the beginning of the end. The coming of the final day!
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance, then, for Heidelin and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I snare. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
Wait, does this mean that he's been remained loyal to Emperor Sunday of the Allegan Empire the entire time? And that's why he's trying to kill everyone?
last.
Who? Deep breath, slow and steady. You saw it too, yes? The blue star below, thrown into turmoil. Then it was no illusion. All was truth. With the death of Zodiac, the laws of nature over which he presided have begun to unravel. The final days are upon us. What you witnessed was an omen granted by the Echo, a vision of the horrors to come. Time grows short. Xenos. Called it.
No. I'll find no fulfillment in a contest with you this day. Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage.
Maybe get some friends, dumbass. Apparently that's
For
what
the
works in this
eldest of
game.
primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
Hope will win the day. I love he looks so done with his bullshit. Like, fuck off. Mad and just annoyed.
We shall see.
Damn, we actually didn't fight, huh? But yeah, to be fair, it would be pretty dumb to fight now. Like, I sense his presence on the moon no longer. If you need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you. Of Zodiac and the end of all things. Rise up through the night. Really? Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Heidelin have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. And as luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Shadows awake. Does the Empire shake? Hi guys. Hello. Hi. How have you been? Thank goodness you're unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the temple before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. Their contingent's healers and had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she'll recover in due course. As for Alfno and Alcé, they insisted on remaining in Galdemald, while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. But what manner? Oh God. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He's not unlike the shades of Amurot. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin. Together with this place, it has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiac. Or rather, it was my duty. So yeah, he is dead, but shit's about to go the fuck down. Then Zodiac is no more. And not without consequence, I'm afraid. For now the delicate weave of the star, preserved by his presence, will begin to unravel. If you mean toward the final days, you'll have need of... Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiac's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do, you need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means, if you review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, Central. While I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. Exposition time! dimly glowing crystal. You gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiac flows through your mind. Daily summary. No abnormalities detected. No abnormalities detected. No abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiac's imprisonment. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. The records describe how with each rejoining Zodiac's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiac's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your minds. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiac broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporids, though it is not clear who or what they are. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musing with Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiac from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiac so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. So maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Heidelin. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Heidelin's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single word. Aetheris. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where the next corruption would manifest. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. Correlation without clear cause. Ultimately, nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of aether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would remain for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so, rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. I could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness. Perhaps she did, but as with all beings, intent is not always in accord with spoken word. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Aether's population. That's what is necessary for Heidelin to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the branch taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to anyone who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Etheris and her history. Like Zodiac, Heidelin's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Heidelin is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The non-mechanic culture is more fitting than you know. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. Ah, it is ready. This way, if you would be so kind. A beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Heidelin knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she was ever struggled to hold Zodiac and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. This moon is more than a prison. It is a vessel capable of bearing the people of Etheris to safe harbor. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them and fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. Oh shit, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of the Mer de Terme where Zodiac was imprisoned is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Arcos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing your cross. Arcos. As Heidelin created me as the jailer, so too did she create Arcos as the god. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the balancing of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you've walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service of Highland's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for the crushing brand then? For this crushing brand then? Wow, this is like this is the gear from fucking Stormblood. The Scavian Magitech. What the hell is this? This update is a scam. It's just the same things over and over again. But this time you can't dye them. I can't stand not having it glammed, I'm gonna be honest, hold on. Yeah, okay. It's cheaper to travel to Gradani from the moon than it is to travel to Mist. Pro tip from ya boy. Right, right. Wait, hold on. Okay, so the Sea of Stars is here. Best way Burrow. No. God. Wait, which job are you? What is that code? What the hell? Snow linen. Casting. Interesting. What the hell is that? What in the hell was that? What the hell are you riding on? What the fuck, Richard? You need Jesus. Let's see, was it down here? Yes. Wait, couldn't we just summon Zodiac? Wait, no, then we'd have to sacrifice a bunch of souls. Just remembered the summoning requirements. Can someone just get Summoner to 90 and then, like, use him as an Eggy or some shit? Please, that would be easier, thank you. God, that fucking... The place we seek is just ahead at the Colossal God. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. God, that sound. No. No, thank you. You scared me. No, thank you. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongy dry ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoid along? Spongoi. What a name. What an absolute name. Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Hydrant's. Would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. It didn't even give me the fucking aggro sound, what the fuck? Is there anything up here? Or does that just fucking bully me? It's a miner. Oh, this is where the thing ends, okay. That's what that is. Northern Marilyn Terra. Bum, bum, bottom. Tactics confuse and scare me. Your destination is the structure that there across the cradle of darkness. But climb onto Argus' back and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiac's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together, you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we didn't all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Orianche wait here. Onward! The malefic aether yet permanents from the crater. Remnants of Zodiac, most like. Just a little further. Oh, so you can move like on foot through here. Just have to check. The structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amoritine. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh. Most intriguing, a means for which he conserveth energy may have. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argus. We'll take things from here. If Argus is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Oh, don't speak with Thancred, do I have to? No, I'm assuming this one just takes me back, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, it does open. Dear God. Dear God.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Oh my God, it's a Vieira. Mood, honestly. Sleeps for a couple centuries, still tired.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Etheris to safety! Our time has come, my friends! We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate, and don't forget to relay our signal to Etheris.
Etheris.
Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
For Zodiac,
Is a rather
alas, is
curious
no more,
crew she
she
has
says.
chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
They're also stunned. Great. I'm not alone in this. I am so confused as to how to feel about these. They must be the Loprites mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about it in order to track them down. Come on then, let's be about it. Might as well. Yeah, great. Trading way. Okay. Chipoloporate. Leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way is the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the etheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Etheris. And that's a promise. Weaving way. Leader? No. Sleeping way. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. Excuse me. What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Were you the one giving orders earlier? Me? Oh yes, of course. As the only one around here capable of doing anything properly, it falls to me to take charge of the others. Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it. Is this all of them? The group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't the nursery, after all. Though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. Lopoporids or actual other human beings? If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to that central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. Children. A boy, what are you like me? Honestly. How the fuck do we get up there? Ugh. I guess not through the moon sail. Oh well. Mapping way.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem.
Lullafill vibes.
My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporids, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Aetherius, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration.
Yes, no fault of ours.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Aetherius, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetherius, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected.
Just es una the doom.
If you will, that Aetherius is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetherius, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
What is our destination then? Where are we headed?
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel, masquerading as a moon, are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
Thank you, Thancred.
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries?
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
You see, funny thing.
Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
It's even the Hildebrand music.
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Should have brought a Rogadin for safety.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Smile. Well, first of all, I am the Warrior of Light. I killed God. So, funny thing, the person who woke, you know, Zodiac, killed him even. Yeah, well. Right then. Now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us, in all their terrible grandeur. So it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post haste, and address it we shall. Here at Best Ways Burrows, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Atheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporids and this vessel. It's called the Caratorium because they eat they're bunnies. They eat carrots. I'm not disappointed. I'm just sad. What is it? What the who was it? You. Giant door. Boosting way. Nothing way. What the fuck? Well, they are hostile. Great, great. Why'd you bring hostile entities onto a ship? We're supposed to carry living people. Welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuffs production. Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received, but I have practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered the ease of growth and reduction. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full of full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Yeah, see, I done the Gugonic jump puzzle. I know how to press spacebar once. It's just carrots. Human storage crate you and find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Take a moment to consider. I should take a moment to consider. It just lets me. Peculiar looking blue carrot. The blue variant is strangely supple to the touch and smells vaguely of mint. Its excessive length and girth only adds to the dubious of this so-called carrot. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. Nah, I'll just wing it. So did any of our selections set your mouth off to watering? Ah yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. You're taken by surprise when blue juices burst forth from the carrot and dribble down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculties sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe, and for a brief moment the mysteries of existence are simple, transformative truths, but the revelations is fleeting. When you at last finish the carrot, a sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers on your tongue, and the number 42 in your and the number 42 in your mind. That's great. That's great. And the number 42. Fuck. That's great. That's a good one. Good one, Squeenix. Good one. You find your mind suddenly much sharper than usual. Oh, Squeenix. Great. What did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? The philosopher's carrot improves mental fortitude, something of a shock at first bite, but it's well thought the enhanced powers of cognition. We have plenty other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. I can suddenly see the man for this in Charlene. These carrots are extraordinary. Then why do you seem so disappointed? If they're lacking somehow, we need to know. Then why do you seem so disappointed? If they're lacking somehow, we need to know. I'll take you two had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else. If I may ask, what exactly do these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Etheirys? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources, to prepare a variety of middling and potential unsatisfying meals. It would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and that's what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production. Either a strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue. You know that otherwise impenetrable parlance that the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, and a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language, adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verbs, conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given task, and we used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. So if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Etheirys as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one one I pray comes sooner than later. It would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. Kiwid. Purple carrot juice. I think we had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to our other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. Oh no, but that one's gonna be like giant. They're gonna be huge. Because they were expecting, you know. Yeah, they were expecting a Moratine, so that the clothes are gonna be like ginormous. Here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with a self-same affinity for magic. Her people are possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized aether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with extra viz we needed. In the end, we discovered crystallized aether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra viz we needed. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account without signs. But why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. So I'm assuming this is where I would get level 90 gear once I'm, you know, there. Smiles, cries. I thought the guy was naked for a moment. I was concerned. Ah, it's you. One of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me. Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Alright, you're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What do you have me fashioned for you today? Something simple yet functional. Simple and functional, right. This will only take a moment. There we are, all finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. Nothing too billow or frilly, as you can see. Also light and durable, sure to serve you well whenever your travels might take you. Wherever your travels might take you. Would you look at that? Speeches, and there I thought you may not like it. If you were mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map for the garments change area. To stop prolonging the garment. Yeah. Oh god. I can't even change it in here, goddamn. Yo, this music kinda slapping though. Okay, it doesn't slap anymore. Die! I said die! Dumbass. Hey. No. No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes, really? Of course, it would be my honor. Did you have anything in mind? Got anything with a little more flair? I think I can handle it. Let's see. This should do. The hat isn't there. Great. Some of my best work yet. Times and tastes truly have changed. It used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing that focused on form over function. Thankfully, I had a spare concept for robes made using a different fabric. I think it looks rather fetching. That's so fetch. I was worried how the concept would turn out when I put it to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Thanks. I am fashionable. Won't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. You will change back to normal commentary. Yeah, it's pretty different. Wait, can I change it? Okay, just keeps on this helmet, damn. Okay. Fuck it. Speak with Living Way while wearing your new attire. Living Way! It doesn't even tell me what I'm wearing. My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and Veloporids in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. You can't even see my eyes with this mask, you dumbass. Please tell me they also got crazy outfit. Orion. Sorry to have kept you waiting. They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Veritas and ensemble of most becoming. You got style, Orion. Oh, and they put those Amoritine masks on us. I think it's past time we returned these clothes. Good quest. Light quest. I was so confident our garments would meet your approval. Sigh. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that in his time everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Etheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choice may be influenced by traditions of personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidland's love and of Etheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better we devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Living Way, might we have leave to explore Bestway's burrows unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Fidgeting loporit. You there! My apologies, I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Etheris, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if people of Etheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait, you still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Damn, Growing Way, by the way. Is it going to be an actual in-room? Or maybe, potentially. Maybe somewhere to apply a glamour, by chance? You're here. You're really here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry. What should I call you? Sentimentalita. Sentimentality? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Sentin, we'll be using this teleport to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready.
Ready in the teleporter.
In before it's like actually really bad.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Who am I?
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Wow, what a perfect timing, so we don't get to know what Orianchi is doing. Oh no. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. Shame you couldn't see it though. You really would have liked it. Smile. All's veil that ends veil. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But one thing that we all agreed upon was that the people of Etheros wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd Hobbit a chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Caratorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me. He's reminding me of like the old Roblox days. Yes, Sorry, I just felt old for a moment, even though I'm not. I'm so sorry, but I just went ye old Roblox days and I got so old. I mean, Roblox is still a thing, but it's just, you know, jumping to make sure you didn't get kicked, so all your progress wouldn't reset. Fuck, man, oh god. Okay. I got a bit too old for a moment. Good, you're here. Through this door is greatest end's veil. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. If you understand the people of Theros enjoy taking leeches walk through natural spaces and the likes, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain, this way? Please let it be good, please let it be good, please let it be good. I really want it to be good. Not for the sake of, like, gameplay purposes, I just want the Lopover to, you know, succeed. It's better than what I had expected. Actually, no, it's actually far worse. I actually expected real trees. But then again, maybe they've gotten the seeds for those, so... So what do you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant, simply sublime? This is transcendent. As burying your face in a choke of his plumage and taking a good long whiff. I gotta take a picture, hold on. I didn't see any. Wait, you mean the crystals out there are? Right, you are. Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. Thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you'd find in a forest on Aetheris. The fountain here behind is powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and efforts were spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could do with the stretch yourself. That's weird. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream. It's also been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Aetheris. Could we maybe? Yes. You will? Oh, be still, my quivering whiskers. Yeah. I was thinking, Centin, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is. But it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. What? No, I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals on Aetheris, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Heidelin's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Aetheris. And conjuring a fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them, for example. Put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush, either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt. when a bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris, the Elegant's mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new, nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved that we were when Hydaelyn informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint, it's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill the role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy, while allowing you to bathe in a perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. Yeah, I can tell that they have different curvatures. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Hydaelyn. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. With this exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Hydaelyn would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and the means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourselves as much as I am. I knew you'd like it. I knew you would like Greatest Ends, Vale. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour. A shame we missed it. Growingway, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I'll be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. You won't be a while long, so We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking about the borough. Now come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? A lot of history, apparently. They spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand there is restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would really come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all who knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. It is clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Epheris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections. And I trust I am not alone in my reticence. Back to old tricks. Did Orianche seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Ishola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. Let me just really quickly discover this area. That didn't look half bad. Let me just real quick fast speed running. Grinding way, oh god. Hurry, boy. Come on. Ranch appears to be heading towards the entrance of Bestway's Borrow. Bestway's Borrow. No way he didn't see me. Oriancha ventures off into Mare Lametorum, for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Which is what, like that girl in green mission, isn't it? From safe distance, yeah, City Falcon. Children, is aught the matter? Okay, so I thought he was gonna keep going. Shouldn't see me here, right? Oh, he didn't turn around this time. That's a close one. I see you already, boy. You can't hide from me. Come here, you can't hide from me. What the fuck? Duty complete.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbreather, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Sometimes there's no right answer.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then? 'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts.
Oh, Rianche.
As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. It would be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before, and today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
That looked very sinister for a moment, the fuck? In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own. A plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, should be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestwaysboro. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Aetheris. To make clear our resolve to the operates, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Ah, an abundance of spongoi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggression when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Nomu, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requires considerable concentration. However, I might prevail upon thee to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation. Easy. Surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Unichi is faring, or Roundtree is faring. Early bye. Roundtree remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magic ink, every ounce as efficient. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but it's nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loperate will appreciate. Senton Uyanche, oh thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Shola has been looking all over for you, Sentrin. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent. Dire, even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Sentrin alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Orianchi. But worry not. It just so happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestwaysboro. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loperates. And we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet with Y'shtola? No, that won't be necessary. Onyansha's help should more than suffice. And I'm sure you don't want to risk getting on Y'shtola's bad side by keeping her waiting. She seems prickly. Now off with you. Worry not, Centurion. I shan't be long. I think. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. It's a work day. I need sleep. A lot. Like I'm actually sitting here, almost falling asleep. So not a lot of story progress today, but a little bit nonetheless. Let's stop it. Thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate it. I think maybe next time it's going to be in the weekend. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. So I hope to see you all there next time. And yeah, thank you all for being here. Bye.